Alright guys, what I wanted to do at the moment is talk just a little bit about this Equip two-person hammock that we picked up at Walmart. Now my wife and myself, we both in our packs have the one-person versions of this hammock, and honestly it's been really refreshing to me to find something this high quality come out of Walmart. I love this thing. It's comfortable, it's durable, and I'll tell you what, this particular hammock, like I said, this one that I'm in right now, this is the two-person. I got my wife out here earlier, and the combined weight of her and I together is 400 pounds. We both laid in this thing because I was looking. I looked hard. There are a lot of videos on the Equip two-person hammock, and I could not find a single video that had two people on camera laying in this hammock at the same time. So I just brought her out and we gave it a go. Well, I'm happy to report to you that it worked great. Do I have video proof of that? I don't. Sorry. This is not one of those videos. I also failed to get two people in this hammock on video for you guys. But she was in it, so was I. The only way that it would work was me with my head down at this end, her with her head down at this end. And believe me, she was terrified. She just knew we were getting ready to drop. She got in first. I let her in, let her get comfortable. And then I got in beside her, laid down the other direction. And yeah, it was kind of scary. And the reason it was so scary is because it come from Walmart. You know, it was $25. And this hammock is exactly the way it was in the store. No mods. I'm not using mule tape. I'm not using ratchet tie straps on the tree where I'm attaching to reinforce this thing to make it feel more secure. I can't turn cameras, but let me show you. This is the kit that comes with the hammock right here. These are right out of the package. So as you can see, I'm not using mule tape. I have not done anything to this to make it where it's more solid than how it came directly from Walmart. No mods, if you want to put a fine point on it. Straight out of the package, hung up, and her and I both in it. Like I said, 400 pounds, her and I together. We can sit in this thing, we can lay in this thing, and we use it for a porch swing. I tell you what, I was really surprised, and she was horrified. She was terrified at first. She really thought that her and I were both getting ready to drop out the bottom of this thing and hit the ground. Well, when you hang one, you're not supposed to hang it higher than 18 inches anyway, and there's a reason for that. If something should happen and it should fail and you drop out the bottom of it, you're not going to fall very far. Chances are you're not going to be really hurt. One thing I would advise with this hammock is the material it's made out of. If you puncture this, it's going to rip. And when it rips, it's going to rip from end to end. And it's going to drop you right out the bottom. So you got to be real careful when you lay in this thing. You got to make sure that there's nothing on your person that is going to poke or cut or damage this in any way. Because you don't want to drop out the bottom of it. It'd be a very rude awakening, right? Other than that, it's very comfortable, and there's plenty of room in here. If I lay up in here like this, I've got enough room left over when I get in this that if I had to, I could get my pack, and I could lay my pack right here with me and stow my gear inside the hammock with me for the night to keep it up off the ground if I was worried about moisture or rain, something like that. Because, you know, I would pitch a tump line over the top of this, and drape a tarp over this to shed rain. So, and also, with that set up, underneath the hammock, I could build me a little raised area with some deadfall and put tomorrow's firewood for my morning fire under here with me, under my tarp, so that if it did rain, I would have dry wood for the morning. Also, running a tump line over the top of this with a tarp, I could hang a flashlight or some kind of a light over here so I could lay in this and read. But, you know, if you haven't ever done it, I recommend to everybody at least once to go and hammock camp. You know, I've always tent camped. Either that or when I was a kid. The reason I do so much tent camping now is because my wife doesn't like sleeping out in the open. But when I was a kid, my cousins and I, we never had tents. We laid right out on the ground next to the campfire with a sleeping bag, and that was camp. A lot of times we didn't even have pillows. You took a jacket with you and you wadded that up and you put it under your head so you had something for your head. It was very simple. Well, my wife is the kind of girl that she likes to have something between her and Mother Nature, even if it is just some flimsy fabric. She feels better knowing that there is a barrier between her and the wild. So we do a lot of tent camping. And I don't mind. I like tent camping. But I'm just as happy sleeping out. If I know there's not a drop of rain going to fall tonight, you give me a blanket, and you don't even need a pillow and a hammock. But you give me a blanket, and I sleep out here just as comfortable as can be, right? Only thing around here is some coyotes and bobcats, raccoon. We have possum. There are some skunks, but I would have zero qualms whatsoever about sleeping outside tonight in this hammock exactly the way this is now. Doesn't bother me a bit. The wife, though, she wants 4 walls and a ceiling around her. She wants a dome tent, something, even a screen tent. Even if she can see out and everything can see in, but nothing can get through the screen to her, it makes her feel better, and I can't say that I blame her. But anyway, give this a chance. You looked at these at Walmart. Some of you, I know you have. You've looked at them. You thought, maybe I'll think about that a while. How good can it be for $20 for the one person? How good can it really be for $25 for a 2-person hammock? It seems awful flimsy. It seems awful thin and lightweight. It seems like it's not very durable and can't really hold a lot of weight. And guys, I'm 220 pounds. And my wife and I together earlier were in this thing, swinging on it just like I'm doing now, 400 pounds, swinging like this. And this thing passed the test with flying colors. So if you've been looking at them, thinking about picking one up, putting it in your kit, I suggest go ahead and give it a go. All right. Thank you guys for watching. And if you have any questions, be sure to ask. Any comments or any experiences you've had with this product, maybe a good experience or even a bad experience. If you had one fail, had one rip, had one drop you or dump you somewhere, that's something I definitely want to hear about. I definitely want to know that, all right? So, don't be afraid to tell me, hey, man, you say they're great, but I just had one shred on me and drop me on my ass, I want to know. Feel free to share. All right, I'll get another video out to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys very much for watching. I love you. See you next time.